talk about GoPro for a second today because they just announced and I guess released the Hero 10 Black, and I didn't have time to look at it when it was first announced. I think it was like revealed officially Thursday or Friday, and I had a comedy show on Friday night, yesterday night. And doing a comedy show for me takes a whole day of preparing to perform. So I didn't get to watch anything about the GoPro, or I did minor research, and that's all you really need to do for this product. And I want to talk about it because I know there's people out there who are only gonna buy it for review purposes, unboxing purposes. I'm not gonna do that because it's $500. I don't get paid for doing this. That's a lot of money, and that's also why I didn't end up getting a PS5 or a Series X, because I believe when the PS5 actually had the announcement, it was the same day the Hero 9 released, and it was about the same price, and I wasn't thinking ahead, and I bought the Hero 9 despite already having a Hero 8. Now, I've been using GoPro since the Hero 7, and the 7 and 8 were fine. I don't know why I went with the 9 other than the front-facing screen. But then they go and release the screen mod anyway, which I'm using right now. So it kind of does help with a bit more improvements over the 8, since I can actually have a better visualization of my camera status, the time that's being used for filming, battery that's left, how much space is left on my memory card, what kind of resolution I'm filming in, and still have my screen on top to see what I'm doing. But why would someone go with the Hero 10? I'm going to tell you why I think you shouldn't go with the Hero 10 if you already have a Hero 9 and maybe a Hero 8. I'll start with those who have a Hero 9, like myself. This is the same thing we're seeing with Apple releasing the iPhone 13. I don't know who else is noticing this or is talking about it, but when I saw the Apple keynote and I looked up the phone after the keynote, doing all the research, I noticed sometimes you get a difference from one phone, iPhone to another. Like from the 11 to the 12, there was some major differences. Most of them is camera differences, video capabilities differences and stuff like that. But there was more added to the 12 model. The wireless charging with MagSafe, the digital Dolby filming, all the other camera additions, the different colors you got available. And that was a good upgrade. If you were going to go from 11 to 12, that was fine. iPhone 12 to 13, there's really not much different other than it no longer starts at 64 gigabytes. It now starts at 128 gigabytes. And the Pro Max can max out at 1 terabyte, which I don't think anyone needs. And that's also like over $1,600. But that's what we're seeing here with the GoPro. The Hero 9 and the Hero 10 really don't have much different. We saw this thing with the 7 and the 8, where the Hero 8 was compatible with all the mods for the Hero 7, and now we're seeing that the Hero 10 is compatible with all the mods from the Hero 9, which is the media mod, the light mod, and the screen mod, and the max lens mod. And that makes me wonder, are we going to see a new size and new dimensions for the Hero 11, which those mods will then be released and you have to pay more money for those extra mods, and then that'll be compatible with the Hero 12. We could see that trend continuing, because I had most of the mods for the Hero 8. I had the media mod, I had the light, and then you had to buy a new media mod. Now that you have a max lens option, I don't have one. I still think it's kind of pricey, but that's how camera lenses are. But I really don't think there's a difference or as much of a difference in the Hero 10 to upgrade from a Hero 9. It has a bit more of the 5K capabilities. I still don't film in 5K despite my GoPro being capable of filming in 5K, because it's going to take up more space when I try to export it, and I just don't feel like dealing with the 5K. 4K is fine. I even upload it at 1080p anyway. So it's not much of a reason to upgrade from the 9 to the 10. They both have the same aspects, waterproof, more durable, films 4K, films 5K, hyperlapse, hyper smooth, slowdowns, all that stuff. But if you have a Hero 8, I would recommend upgrading to Hero 9 and not a 10, only because the Hero 10 is $500. The Hero 9 is currently $399.99, so $400. And if you have a GoPro subscription, which I think is like I think it was like $5 a month, so it's not expensive. When you have that, you do get a discount from GoPro's website as well. But I don't think the Hero 10 is worth it, honestly. I think that it's just a simple upgrade with just minor things. The only thing it has really going for it is that it's a faster experience, like the camera's faster, and it is cloud built in, so once you film, it'll upload to the cloud automatically. That makes me wonder, how is that going to work? Like, if you turn off the camera, will it stop the upload? Because when you upload to the cloud, even with my Hero 9, it could take some time depending on what you're uploading to the cloud. So I don't really think there's really much worth upgrading. I mean, they have another feature they mentioned. They try to make it a big deal that you can do much better live recording from the Hero 10. But I don't know who out there is really live recording from the 9. I know when I try to do it, it's not as easy as doing it from your phone. Like, if you have an iPhone or a really good Android phone, you're better off live recording from your phone anyway, doing like Facebook or something, because the camera is going to be too much of a hassle. The only thing that I hope that the 10 fixes, and I hope they have an update for the 9, because I've seen message boards about this all over the website, and no troubleshooting steps have been helpful, is that for random reasons my GoPro will turn on by itself, and it could happen sometimes once a day, twice a day, sometimes it'll happen like 5 times a day, and that makes it a problem sometimes. Like when I bring my camera to a comedy show to record my set, it'll power on while it's in the case and I'm driving, and then it'll lost most of its battery while driving to the location, and that means I can't film my set. I've been trying to find out how to fix this. I tried everything. The problem with taking the battery out and then putting it back in later is that if you wait too long, it'll reset your settings and you gotta like put them back to the way it was. It's not a big hassle, but I shouldn't have to do that with a camera that's advanced as a GoPro. So I'm hoping the Hero 10 does fix that problem, but if it does, I still don't think that's a big enough reason to go with the 10 over the 9. If you have an 8, go for the 9. I mean, your 8 is still fine. It's still a 4K camera. If you have the appropriate mods, you can still do great things with it. If you're one of those who's trying to be out there doing all the crazy sports, snowboarding and everything, yeah, a 9 will be better than the 8 to do that stuff. But if you're using it for basic filming like I do, you're fine with a 9. If you have an 8, upgrade to a 9. You have a 7. A 7 is, it's outdated, but it's still a good camera. It's still 4K camera, so you can go from a 7 to an 8. A Hero 8 right now is only $300. So if you have a 7, go for an 8 maybe. If you have an 8 and you want to upgrade, go for a 9. But also try to find a better camera for around the same price. Or if you have to pay a bit more, get a better camera. I'm trying to get a better camera than mine. It's a fine camera for basic stuff, but it still has those problems where I can get something better with a much better experience. Even though it is 4K, you can still get a better 4K picture with a much better camera, like a Sony camera or something. But like I said, I don't think the 10 is worth the upgrade. Sure, the mods are compatible, which is great. I respect that. They can put the mods over. But other than that, I just don't see the point of buying the Hero 10 when the 9 is just as great. Same thing with the iPhone. If you have an iPhone 12, don't get the 13. Just buy a new Apple Watch if you need a new Apple Watch, but don't buy the 13. The 12 is fine compared to the 13. Is only minor changes, just minor changes. And that's what we're seeing right now. I think devices are coming out too frequent, and therefore the changes are minor. Look at gaming consoles; they take roughly 7 years between each generation. I think we can push that back to a bit more, like maybe like 10 years between. This whole idea that tech is coming out too quickly, ideas are running out. Look at the iPhones; they're coming out too quickly. Samsungs are coming out too quickly. Give it some time, people. Let's enjoy the tech for a bit longer. And that way, when you do take a bit longer to release, you can then add amazing new features to each tech. But that's my video for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I don't really have anything else left for today. Don't know what content is coming up next, but we'll see. Later.